to chat about pocket nappies. So we've seen our flat nappies, our pre-fold nappies, our fitted nappies, and now we're on to a pocket nappy. So a pocket nappy is another style of cloth nappies. And basically what a pocket nappy is we have our waterproof outer, we have a liner which is sewn to the outer, and then there's a wee gap left in there which is creating a pocket, which is where the absorbency goes. So I've got my absorbency in there at the moment. So basically that's your waterproof, your liner, pocket, absorbent stuff goes in there. Now with the pocket nappies, there's lots of different styles, brands within the pocket nappy range. So I'm just going to give you a brief idea of how a pocket nappy works. Like I said, this is just like one example of the many different pocket nappies available. So with our pocket nappy here, we basically, to get it prepared to put on the baby, we need to take our absorbent part, which is our absorbent insert, and insert it inside the pocket of the nappy. Now once that insert is inside, this essentially makes it like a one-piece nappy, because now once you've got your insert in, this is ready to go on the baby. You do need to make sure the insert's nice and flat and contained inside. You don't want an insert sticking up the back of a nappy or out the front, because it would cause the nappy to leak. So once our insert's in there, it's nice and ready for us to put on our baby. We pop our baby on there, bring the nappy up between their thighs, and then we're just going to wrap the outside around. Now again, with nappies, I see too many people try and do the nappies up way too tight, trying to make sure that they get a decent seal. If you're having to do the nappy up too tight and it's leaving marks on your baby, you need to possibly change the style, or maybe the brand of nappies. So this one here, we've got domes, so let's get all of our domes done up, because it's a wee fella. So once you've got your pocket on, it is just a one-piece nappy. So nice and simple, easy to put on. You do need to make sure that it's not too tight, that it's nicely sealed around the back and around the thighs. It's really important with pocket nappies that you don't try and use the wrong size. If the nappy is all gapey around the thigh, it's not going to be containing very well, and you do risk having a bit of escaped foreign matter outside the leg. So with the pocket nappies, not too tight, but nice but firm. Then when we go to change the pocket nappy, we undo, this one's got domes, so we undo our domes, we take the nappy off, and we're going to take the baby out of the pocket nappy. Now in difference to the other styles I've shown you, this whole nappy now needs to be washed, because it's all one piece on the baby, and the weaves will have gone through here. You can't just take this insert part out and put a new insert part inside there, because once the weaves have gone through this liner, the whole nappy needs to be washed. So we need to wash both of those parts. So what we would then do is we would get a new pocket nappy and get ready to put that on the baby. So you can see with these two pocket nappies that I've got here, we've got two different fastening options, which is similar to other nappies, and I have another video about fasteners. But we can get pocket nappies with Velcro or with domes, and there's so many brands of them, it gets quite overwhelming. Best thing you can do is just get a couple of different brands of pocket nappies and have a try until you find the one that you like. Now the other thing with your pocket nappies, and one of the big benefits of them, is because the insert pulls out of the nappy, and you wash them together and then you hang them out, this is going to dry really quickly because it's all synthetic, and this might take a little bit longer because it could be a natural fabric or maybe it's synthetic. There's lots of different fabrics you can use as inserts in a pocket. So this might take a bit longer to dry than this part. So in the winter, as long as you've got a bit of a stash of inserts, you can then pop another insert into this if this has taken a little bit longer to dry. The other thing that it pays to know as well is if you have a whole lot of pockets and you don't have many inserts, you can, I'll just grab this one, you can actually use any absorbent fabric inside this nappy. So here we've got our traditional flat nappy. and I've just folded it up into like an insert really, and so I can just pop my flat nappy inside there and lie it nice and flat and make sure it's in the pocket, and then that's an absorbent fabric so it can go inside the pocket and be reused as like an insert. With the different pocket nappies, you can boost them, so you can add layers, and a lot of them, like when I open this one here, a lot of them come with 2 inserts. Now with a newborn baby, you don't need to try and put 2 inserts in and put it on the baby, because literally their thighs will be like that. There's too much absorbency. If the nappy comes with 2 inserts, like this one here, basically with a newborn you just start with 1 insert. So we would just put 1 insert in here, and that's all they need. When they get, like maybe they've wet through this one and you need a little bit more absorbency, then you can stick a second insert in as well. So then we would put 2 inserts in. But you do need to be aware of not overstuffing a pocket, because this is your only backup for containment. If you overstuff a pocket, you can actually end up making it so that it totally doesn't fit the child, and there's so much absorbency, but a lot of it doesn't essentially get used. And I'll just give you an example of overstuffing a nappy just so that you can see what some people tend to do. So let's just take, so we've tried to put, let's put a couple of, actually let's just do these ones. So let's do 3 inserts. And so I've read of people putting 9 layers in, which is essentially this, and you can see the depth of that fabric there. So we're going to try and put 9 inserts in to our pocket nappy, and then what you find is this happens. So not only is it not fitting very well in there, but you can see that the fabric is much higher than the thigh, and so this is overstuffing. And when you go to put it on the baby and you bring it up between their thighs, what you find is as you do it, this here doesn't actually seal because there's too much fabric, so that's against the baby's skin, but now we have a whole big gap in there that stops it from sealing against the thigh properly. So don't overstuff pockets. Generally 2 inserts is enough, and if you need more, especially for trying overnight, first thing to do is to change the fabric, so have a different fabric in there, and I've got a video about fabrics as well. So keep with your 2 inserts, but for a newborn baby, 1 insert. When they get older, 2 inserts, and then if they're going over that, don't overstuff it. You just go and try a different style of nappy, or as I say, watch the video on different fabrics. So pockets, really simple, 1 piece, lots of style, lots of different brands. Like I said, best thing is to just get some and have a go. How many you need? If you're going part-time, I'd say 5 to 10. If you're full-time, 15 to 20 pockets, and then I would have double inserts. So you'd probably want, if you had 15 nappies, I'd want 15 nappies and 30 inserts. So that if it's taking a bit long for the inserts to dry, you've got a bit of a backup plan. So simple, easy to wash. Watch my washing video to find out a bit more about washing, but if you want a simple, faster drying, 1-piece option, pocket nappies are fantastic. So watch my next video. The next one I'll be talking all in 2s, or check out my website for more information. See you soon.